This is John Mehaffey.
And this is Kristina Mehaffey.
And we're with VegasAdvantage.com. And we're here today to show two popular betting styles at craps. Kristina's going to bet the most popular way. She's going to bet the pass line, and she's going to bet she's going to place and buy numbers. I'm going to bet from the dark side, they call it. I'm going to be on the don't pass, and I'm going to keep betting the don't come until I get 3 numbers behind there. We're going to see what happens with the randomness of the dice here. It's possible that both of us could win with the right rolls, but it's highly unlikely. It's more likely that we'll either both lose a little bit, or that one of us will be a big winner and the other one will be a big loser, because we're technically betting against each other. So we decided I'm going to roll first. We're going to call this a $10 table, and you could go 3, 4, 5 times odds, which is what everybody on the strip does now. That means you can take 3 times odds on the 4 and 10, 4 times odds on the 5 and 9, and 5 times odds on the 6 and 8. And notice our table's a little messed up. Somebody tried to match the words here instead of counting it correctly, so it might look a little weird, but the 5 is here and the 6 is here. So this is called the come out roll.
But you're betting on the don't pass, right?
Oh, yep. So, all right, yes, I was going to be on the wrong place, but yes, I'm on the don't and Kristina's on the pass line. So I'm not used to betting the don't because it's not a very popular thing to do, although I do that sometimes. So we're coming out, so there's no point, and it's just whatever this is. So hard 4. So we're going to mark the 4, and so I'm going to, like we said before, you can do 3, 4, 5 times odds here. So Kristina's going to put the max $30 back here, and if I throw a 4 before I throw a 7, she's going to win 60, and she's going to win 10. I'm going to I can lay up to 60 here. Everything from my $10 is going to be a $60 lay because the max win is 60 and the max lay is 60. That's why they do 3, 4, 5 times. So here's my 60. I'm then going to make a $10 don't come bet. So Kristina's going to do outsides when the point is 4 or 10. So she's going to bet $25 on a 10 and then $25 each on a 5 and 9. And she's not going to bet the come. She's just going to wait. She's going to let these roll. So let's see what happens next. All right, so that's a 6. Nobody has a 6. It's as if nothing happened because the only thing that matters to this number is a 4 or 7 or a 5 a 7, a 9 a 7, or a 10 and a 7. A 7 wipes all these buy bets out, place bets out, and a 7 would win these. The opposite happens if the number comes. The thing about betting from the don't is you can only get picked off one bet at a time. From the come in the pass line, a 7 wipes you totally out. Just like I did before, I'm going to take 60 and I'm going to lay it here on the 6, and every 6 wins 5 here. So if I throw a 7, I'll win $50 right here. I'm going to bet another don't come, and we'll see what happens. 11. All right. So this would be the same as the pass line on the don't you'd lose, and the pass line would win. Same here. So a come would win on 11, but my don't loses, and nothing else happens. All right. So we're going to put this back here. And going to try again. All right, 5. So Kristina here is going to win $35 on her 5. And she has the option of taking it down or leaving it up. But since we're just doing this for fun here, she's going to leave it up. Now this is going to move to a 5 here. And again, I'm going to lay $60. But now that I have 3 numbers, I'm going to leave it alone. And we're just going to wait and see what happens with the rest of this roll. 7 out. All right. So the first thing we do is we take all the losing bets. So the 5 didn't come, and the 9 didn't come, and the 10 didn't come, and neither did the 4. So the house is going to win all those bets. However, all these don't bets are going to win. So all the flat bets are $10. So each of those are going to win $10. Or you pay the pass line first. So procedurally, I didn't do that very well. So there's going to be a $30 on the odds because 60 wins 30 because it's a 2-to-1 favorite. The odds here on the 6, 60 will win 50. And then here, 60 will win 40 on the no 5. So you see what happens when you bet the don't. One roll like that, and you're going to clean up. Now, if you get in a hot roll, it's not going to turn out very well because the house every roll will take more of your money. So that's how the first roll went. And let me pick this up here. Going to leave $10 on the don't. Clean up my chips here. It's always a good problem to have when you have so many chips. It takes you a minute to pick them all up, right? So we're going to go. So we don't have a point anymore because that was a 7 out. And now it's Kristina's turn to roll the dice. She's the shooter. All right, we're back to 5. Or right, we got 5. We made that as a place number last time. So here we are with 5. She can go up to 4 times here. So that's going to be $40. Get the dice back to her. And just like with all the other don't bets, I can lay 60 here. 60 will win 40. So the house on this bet here doesn't have a whole lot of interest because no matter which one of us wins, the house is going to break even. There's take that money and move it over there. Now,
Which numbers would I bet on now?
All right, so we're going to do the insides when you have a 5. So going to need 25 for a 9 and 30 for a 6 and 8. So total of $85. All right, and then I'm going to put $10 on the don't come. All right, we're ready to shoot. All right, 6, so you're going to win $35 there. 30 wins 35 because every 6 wins 7. And we're going to leave that up. And I'm going to move to the 6, and I'm going to lay 60 again. I'm going to take another don't come bet, and Kristina will get the dice back. 6 again. So I'm going to lose this. So we're going to take my losing bet off. And the bank's a little unorganized, but we'll fix that in a minute. And Kristina's going to win $35 again on that. So that my don't come is going to move back to the 6. And I'm going to try my $60 lay again. And I'm also going to try to get a different number. So the way I'm betting over here is I'm kind of wanting Kristina to roll a 4, an 8, a 9, or a 10 here before 7. I want to load the bases up, they would say. 3. So this is the same as the 3 coming out on the come out roll. So I'm just going to win $10 here because it wins on a 2 or a 3. Nothing else happens. All right, 4. So I'm going to move to the 4 here with my don't bet, and I'm going to lay another 60. But Kristina doesn't have a 4. So nothing else is going to happen here. I have 3 numbers, so I'm just going to stay on that. 5. 5 is a winner. All right. So first, we're going to take this don't come bet of mine, and it lost, or don't pass bet. It lost, so we get it off the table to avoid the confusion. So Kristina has 10, and she has 40, so she's going to win 10 and 60 for a total of $70. So there's the 10 for the line bet, and then there's the 60 for the 40 there. So we're going to come out again. She gets to keep the dice because she made her point. She's only going to lose the dice if she throws a 7 out. If she throws a 7 on the come out roll, she'll keep shooting.
Am I just going to leave my pass line bet here?
You're going to leave that there. And also, this says off. The don't bets play, but the place bets do not. So if Kristina throws a 7 right now on the come out roll, nothing's going to happen. There's no action on these. If she throws a 6, she's not going to win, but if she throws a 7, she's not going to lose either. But these don't bets play. 7 winner. This is how the don't better and the do better, the pass line better, can both win. First, we're going to pay Kristina's line bet. She wins $10 on a 7. As we talked about, these bets are off, so nothing happens. However, the no 4 and no 6, they just won because the 7 came before them. So it's going to be 30 in odds and $10.
So when you have those bets, you're really hoping I don't come out with a 4 or a 6 is my point.
Right, because mine are in action and yours are not. And so the 6 is going to win 10 plus 50. So we're going to pick all this up. And I forgot to bet a don't pass there, didn't I?
Oh, don't take. Oh, never mind.
Oh.
Is that? No, that's not my 4.
No.
I'm sorry.
And so I forgot to bet that I survived there because I didn't bet the don't pass. So hey, sometimes you miss out on luck and sometimes you lost because you messed up.
Was that your win or your loss? That was, okay, that's banker money. This is why the house normally doesn't play.
Yes,
at the
I know.
table.
Yeah, I did goof that. So I put my winnings with the dollar when they go over there.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
Because I put yours over there.
Okay.
So you're going to come out again.
All right, but you're going to put a don't pass wager this time?
Yes, you're right. This is why the people who deal aren't normally in the... I'm doing too many things at once, but hey, you can laugh in the video at us. At me. Kristina hasn't done anything wrong. So 5's the point. All right, so there we go. So she can put up to 4 times there. We're just going to do the max. So that's going to be $40 there. And as I noted, Every don't max bet is going to be 60. So I would win 40 off that and 10, and she would lose 40 in that off 10 if she throws a 7 here. However, if she throws a 5, my money will essentially just go over there. All right. I'm back on the don't come. That was the point last time, so all your place bets match our strategy. 8. All right. So Kristina's going to win 35 there. 30 wins 35 on the 8, and they're going to put it over there. I'm going to move to the 8. That's a no 8. And I will lay 60 there. And then I will put another don't down, and we'll get the dice back to Kristina. 9. She also has a 9. So that's going to win 35. 25 wins 35 there. So she gets that. She keeps taking my odds out. I'm going to move to the 9. So you see, we're cheering against each other here now. But, that's what happens if you bet the don't on the table. You don't make a ton of friends. You kind of sit in the corner, mind your own business, and don't cheer when they throw a 7 because that just, that's not a proper thing to do. So she threw a 9 again. So I lost. So the house is going to take that. However, Kristina is going to win another $35. Since one of my numbers got picked off, I'm going to go back to betting the don't come here. $12. So here's the push roll. That's the house roll. So I'm going to push the don't come. Nothing happens. It's like tying in blackjack. So that doesn't affect anything else. So we're just going to roll the dice again.
I knocked your chips over.
Yes, you did. All right, there we go. 6. All right. So Kristina has 30 on the 6. She's going to win 35. There's that. My don't come is going to move to the 6, and I'm going to lay 60 there. I'm back to cheering against 3 numbers. That's going to make me happy. I'm going to just sit back and see what else happens. We're going to call that a no roll.
Sorry. The dice got stuck to my finger.
All right, 6 again. So she's killing me in the hot roll here. See? So the house just takes that. But Kristina wins $35. 30 wins 35 on that. There you go. I'm going to go try to get another number here, see if she can pick me off again. But she's what you call a hot roll. 4. All right, I'm going to move to the 4 here, and then I'm going to lay 60. Kristina does not have a 4. So nothing else is going to happen here. The only thing that changed is now I'm cheering against a 4. 8. All right, well, she's killing me here. Going to take that down. The house just won that. But then she's going to win 35 on the 8. Guess I'll try to get another number again so she can throw the number and hurt me again. 8 again. That came from there. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's hard to roll on a short table.
Yes, it is. All right. So you're going to win 35, but that didn't hurt me because you'd already picked me off last roll. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm running low here. I've lost about half my money. Remember that big 7 out I had a little bit ago? Well, the house is cheering for Kristina here because they're taking me for more money than she's winning with the way that I'm betting. 12. I didn't have the don't come bet because I had 3 here. Wouldn't have mattered because it would have pushed anyway. And that doesn't affect anything else. Get out of there. All right. 5. All right, she's got a winner. So my don't loses. And then we just pretty much just take it back down here. Like we said, we were just playing against each other. She has 40 odds. So she's going to win 1.5 times. So she wins 60. So you basically took my don't pass and we put it down here. And that's what you won. We have a hot shooter here. All right. So I'm going to keep betting against her for some reason. We're going to see what she does. Here again, remember, off on the come out. So she throws a 7 here. Her bets will stay, but mine will win, except for this don't pass will lose. So we'll see what happens here. There you go. See? So I lost this. The house is going to get that. However, her place bets are all off, but I'm going to win that no 4 in the odds. So that'll win 30 because it's 60, and it's every 2 wins 1. And then on 8 here, there's the 10 flat, and that's going to win 50. So they would bridge it. That's how they do that in the casino, like a 6-5 blackjack game. So all that's going to come back to me.
Now, do you have the option to leave those and let those bets ride after
No,
you?
I would have to do what they call a lay bet.
Okay.
So if I wanted to go and try to win $50 on the no 6, I'd have to lay $60, but then they'd say we need $3 up front commission. On yours, you can call them on, and they have little on chips. If you really felt confident, I'm in a hot roll, you could say, I want all my bets on, or you can say, I only want the 9 on. It'll confuse them, but they'll go, if you have them all on, they'll find your player position and put the little on thing there to show that they all are. But if you only want one of them, they'll go and they might put off for the camera, because the person upstairs has to know what's going on. I think you're all set, right? You got your pass line. I'm on the wrong place. There we go.
Did my pass line get paid for the 7?
Oh, no, it did not. I'm trying to cheat Kristina. You're right. I was so worried about mine. I should have paid you first. Yeah. 7 winner again. So I don't have any don'ts because she just hit them. So mine basically just goes back down to her. Remember, I remembered to pay her this time. All right, we're going to try that again. So one way the house makes money is you just don't pay the winning bets. You get those ones. 7 again. So that's a 216 to 1 shot. We're just going to go down here 3 7 because 36. Oh no, it's 6 times 6 times 6. Yeah, 216 to 1. All right. Well, she finally got something. So now she got one of the numbers here. So this is the point. What they would do is they would say, you can leave that there, but you can put 5 times odds back here. She's going to put $50 back here for the max. What the dealer would usually do is say, what do you want me to do with this? I can leave it here. Normally, the way we've been playing is she has 3 place numbers, so we're going to move it to the 5, but that's a $5 increment bet, so we're going to return the $5. That'll just go back in her stack. I forgot to bet the don't after all that. So, I'm trying to do too many things, I guess. Here, hope she makes her point. Go 6. Hey, look what I just lucked out on. So, that's a winner. And so, she's going to win 50 off the odds. Really dodged a bullet there, didn't I?
Yeah.
Oh, and then you're going to win 60 on the odds. I said 50, but you had 50 in odds.
Because I wagered 50.
Every 5 wins 6, and you're going to win 60 there. So there's that. I'm going to move to the 6. Happy that I missed the last roll. That happens sometimes. You order a drink or something, or you get distracted, you forget to make a bet. If you're tipping the dealers, they'll remind you that, hey, sir, did you want to bet the don't? Oh, yeah, that's right. So I'm going to lay my 60 over here on the no 6. And we're in the same scenario. I'm going to remember to make the bet here. We're in the same scenario we were at before. It's just a different number. If she comes out with a 7, I will win my no 6, but all of her place bets are off. 9. Okay. Same thing that we talked about before. They just want the $5. Yeah, exactly. So you're going to give me the $5 back, and we'll go back to 6 here. I'm going to take my 60 in odds on the no 9. Easier if I try to get him out of the way there, isn't it? And then there's my don't. And so you're cheering for the inside numbers, and I'm betting against you on the 6 odds here.
Sorry.
You can go up to $40 there.
$40.
See, the good dealer is going to remind you that. I can't remind myself to make the bets, but I can remind you. All right, we're all set. 10. So my don't come is going to move. That's a no 10. And they're going to lay 60 in odds. And now I have 3 numbers, so I'm going to stop. I'm going to fix the odds right there. I'm going to stop betting the don't come. And we're going to bring the dice back to Kristina, and we're going to see what she does. 6. All right, so I lost. Kristina has 30. 30 wins 35. That bet's going to stay. I'm going to see if I can get back on the board there. $11. So I'm going to lose my don't come bet because that's the same as on the don't. The pass line wins on 7 or 11, the don't loses. So I'm going to try to do that again. It doesn't affect any of these other bets out there. 3 craps. I just got my $10 back. So there's the win right there. I'm going to try, since I just won $10, I'm going to try something a little different. I'm going to bet on the field right there. 9 is a field roll. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is pay the winning bet. I'm going to leave it up there to ride, so there's that.
It's also my point.
Oh, yeah, it is. All right. I'm so worried about the field. Okay.
So worried about your side bet.
My $10 is so important. So I lost the don't. And so that's going to move to here for a moment. We're going to pay you. So you're going to win 60 on your odds. You've been shooting a while, right? Luckily, you got a 7 out from or a 7 on the come out there for me a couple of times, or else that'd have been real trouble. So now I'm going to lay my 60 over here. And I'm going to go for the don't pass here. I'm going to leave my field up there. Maybe she'll throw a 2 or a 12 for me. 7 winner. All right. So she's going to win her pass line bet. The field loses. These bets are off, but I'm going to win my no 9 and no 10 right now. So I needed that a lot too.
So that's keeping you in the game.
Yes, it is. So that's going to be 10 and 40. And then it's going to be 10 and 30. All right. So I just want to make sure that that's all that, yeah, that's all that, because that's all my money there. And you're still up on the 6, 8, or 9. I was just making sure I wasn't taking
If you want to move this where the other ones are.
Yeah, normally in the house, the house would try to differentiate where the player is standing. That way, if they get busy in the middle of the roll, they don't lose track of where you are. All right, well, I'm going to go to the don't pass here. And I'm off the board now, so I'm trying to restock, and Kristina wants to throw 7s and 11s right now. All right, 9's the point. So she can go up to $40 on 3, 4, 5 times. Now, we keep doing 3, 4, 5 times, but if you go downtown, Plaza has 10 times odds, so does the D, so does Golden Gate, and El Cortez has 10 times odds. And so the locals market, all the station casinos have 10 times odds. So they're 20 times at Main Street Station in Sam's Town. So 3, 4, 5 is just everybody on the strip who has a craps table is 3, 4, 5. Die down.
Do you need to inspect the dice?
I think I trust you. These old Las Vegas club dice would be hard to go find another one, right? All right, 8. So we're going to fix that. Came off the odds.
Yeah, it came off the odds.
All right. So I'm going to move to the 8, and you're going to win $35 here. There's your place on the 8. I'm going to lay 60. The thing about Main Street Station's 20 times odds is that they're only open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So if you want to play 20 times odds during the week, you'll have to go to Sam's Town. I'm going to 10 on the don't there. There we go.
All right, everything else is good?
Mm-hmm. All right, 4. So I'm going to move to the 4, and you don't have a 4. And I'm going to lay the 60 there. And I have 3 numbers, so I'm going to stay off the don't come. 10. Well, that doesn't really affect anything here. Oh, but now that I just saw a 10, I got to go on the field. So, all right. 4. See, I felt it. I'm just kidding. You know, there's no such thing as that. Anyway, so.
But you lost your other money.
Oh, yeah, I guess. It was insurance. All right, so there's my 10 there. All right, yes.
I think you'd rather a 4 not have come.
Yes, I would rather a 4 not have come. Couldn't you throw in a 10? All right, 6. So I'm going to move here, and Kristina just won $35. She's cleaning up over here. She's going to want to go over to Rampart and play in a minute. We have free play tonight. I'm going to lay 60 here. 6. I forgot. That's a dead 6. Yep, 6 lost.
All right, everything's good now?
Everything's good, yeah. You're breaking the bank over here. 7 out. Okay, so first we're going to take all the losing bets off the table here.
Dealer jinxed me.
Yeah, we started talking about going to go play for real Rampart, right? All right, so all of these are going to win 10 plus 60.
That was a fun roll.
Yeah, you do. You made 3 points plus a whole bunch of other numbers. And so I'm going to pay the don't pass first. And it was a 9, so that's going to be $40 there. I laid 60 on all of them is what I meant to say earlier. And then, so that's my no 9. And then there's that in 50 here. And then that and 50 here. So I just cleaned up right here. The board's going to be clear. And I'm going to roll one more time and we'll see where this goes, and then we'll count up the chips at the end and see what happened. Because what I'm going to do now from the don't is I'm going to have another hot roll, and I'm going to take all the chips, I'm going to lose them all, and then Kristina will end up.
So the point's off now, right?
Oh, yeah. We're coming out. 7, all right. I meant to put that on the field. I don't know why I put that. That's a loss. You're going to win $10 on your 7.
Make sure you bet again. They won't let you roll
Yeah, my roll won't count if I don't have a bet on the line. 4. All right, so you can go up to $30 right there. I'm going to go 60 here.
And which numbers do I want to?
So you're going to go on the outsides with a 4. So we're going to do the 5, 9, and 10, $25 each. So a total of $75. $6. And I'm going to try to get one more number here. Go field. It pays triple, it's not so bad. 4. All right, that wasn't so good. I'm going to win this. However, the house wins that. All right. And so here we're going to come to you, and we're going to pay you 10, and it's just exactly, because you're going to win 30, is going to win 60. So my don't just move down to her, and then get a little consolation prize on my field. I'm going to take that back. That's going to move to the 4. And I'm going to lay 60 there. And since I only have 2 numbers, I'm going to stay on the don't pass line here. We're back to the scenario where Kristina's place bets are going to be off. You can see them, but if they don't win or lose here. Mine play, so if I throw a 4 or a 6 or a 7, that will matter to these bets, but her bets, nothing's going to matter there. And we're coming out. 5. All right. Yeah, no, but all right. So there's 60. You can lay up to, or you can bet up to $40 there, Kristina. And we're going to move this to the 4.
Okay. I can bet $40.
You can bet $40 there.
I feel like you stole my roll away from me, but I won't argue.
I made the point. I didn't 7 out.
Oh, I thought you 7'd out, because that's why you got paid. Did you make the point? Okay, maybe you made the point. It was bad for you. You're right. Okay.
Yeah, I paid you. I took my money and I handed it to you. Yeah.
You're good.
12. I missed the field there. And I don't have anything here. It wouldn't have mattered anyway. It's a push. So nothing happens with that roll. 4. I'm just killing myself. But hey, Kristina won here. I'm going to need $1. I'm glad this happened once. So she has $25. She wins 49. So this $1 is what the house made for taking her bet. And she's still up there to win. And I'm going to go try to get another point. It's working out so all right. So Kristina here is going to win like $300 while I lose 4 or 5. 5. Oh, good.
Well, that was the point.
So here we go. Just take my money down there and then give it to her.
That's why it confused me, because you lost, but you lost by my winning.
Yeah. That's exactly what happened. Yeah. So you lose the dice when you 7 out, and if you lose from the don't, then that's not the same. All right. Check change 25. All right, let's see what's going to happen here. 3 craps, so the pass line's going to lose, but it's going to come over here to me. $7 winner. All right, it's going to be the opposite here. She's going to win that. However, I'm going to win these bets up here. So it's going to be 10 and 10 and 50 and 40. Since we're running low on chips or change, I'm just going to do that. So I took 10 back. That's 40. I'm going to go back there on the don't pass. And that's all mine too. Okay. So we're still coming out here. 11, so the don't loses, but the pass line wins. All right, well,
It's very nice to have your money.
you must have, we started with 600, you must have $800 or $900. 5, all right. The point's 5. You can go up to $40 here. I'm gonna lay 60. When you win big like this, don't forget to tip your dealer. All right, so you're still in that was the point last time. Yeah, so we're all good. 8. So I'm gonna move to the 8 there for my don't come bet. For short, they'll call that a DC on at a craps table. Yeah, the don't come DC. I'm gonna try for one more number. 6, all right. I got it. This is kind of funny because we're in a situation where we're cheering against each other in one place. Otherwise, if you hit your 4, 9, and 10, doesn't matter to me. Let's get Kristina some 4s and 10s. All right, well, you know.
Give me a winning point.
Yeah, winning point. So here, my 60 comes down here. As you see, it's just the same transfer if we're betting the max there. And we're coming out again. And we're going to change 25. Because I don't have any, I keep losing my small chips. I'm down about $400 over here. So my guess is that Kristina must be up pretty close to that. She had a hot roll where she kept hitting 6s and 8s and stuff too. It reminded me of the first time we were with the craps table together. All right, 7. So that goes over here, and I'm going to win my no 6 and no 8. That's going to be pretty easy. They're both going to be $50 in odds, and they're going to be $10 on these flat bets. I'm going to put $10 back there. I'm going to put 10 on the field. Why not? Maybe I can win that without losing the other bet. All right, so we're coming out in Kristina's place bets. They're still off because we don't have a point. 2 craps. Hey, look, I just got double on the field. Well, we're running low on that, but that's a total of 30. It was 10. I got double there. And then Kristina's pass line comes over here. 4. All right, so we're gonna move, so the field's gonna win, and I'm gonna pick that up, and then I'm gonna lay 60 here. I'm gonna bet 10 on the don't come. So we're gonna move Kristina's 4 to a 5, and then she can put up to $30 behind. All right, here we go. 10. All right, I'm gonna move that there for now. So that it's a $1 commission here. So Kristina wins 49 instead of 50 would be the true odds. So this is the casino's profit for taking the bet. And then I'm going to lay 60. Now, if I was betting the don't at a real craps table with real money, I would not lay the odds on the 4 and 10. The reason for that is the variance is really high. If you get caught in a hot roll, the 4s and 10s will kill you. So I prefer to have less variance if I'm going to play the don't. So I would only lay the 5, 6, 8, and 9. But a lot of people like laying the 4 and 10 because they don't come as often. It's all really the same mathematically. It's just how much variance do you like? 7 out. All right. So that loses. That's going to come over here. These lose. And then I have a 30 plus 10 on my no 10. All right, so we're gonna count the chips and we're gonna see where we ended up. We started with $600 in chips.
And I kicked your butt.
I know you did. Yeah, I don't have to know how much you had to know that you wouldn't have. That last roll the last couple of there at the end might have helped get me back close to even. I mean, I don't think I'm even, but I think I'm in better shape than I was. Yeah, that's 500, so I really did come back from Pretty terrible.
I say at the end, you kind of.
Yeah, I had a couple of good where I hit the point and lost, and then I had 2 numbers up there and got it back.
Yeah, I feel like that's where you probably did the best on your game, was being able to collect the.
I only lost $40 somehow. Oh, Christina's over there with over $1,000. You might have $1,100 over there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1,300, and 25, 30, 40, $50.
And you got some ones too.
Oh, I forgot my.
13, what, 68s or something?
25, 30, 40, 58.
1358. So Christina won $758, and I only lost 40. So our rolls came in at exactly the same, the best you could hope for when you're betting against each other. She would make her point, and then her place bets would be off, and one of us would throw a 7, and the don't come bets would win. So you can't really ask for more than that, because if she's going to win $758 while I lose 40, we'd be at the casino every day, right? So, all right, well, we're going to do more of these tutorials.
Thanks for joining us for our game of craps, and follow Vegas Advantage for more of these tutorials on table games and video poker.